Alright, this is why America sucks. This is a video I've had in the long run coming. If you want to know why America sucks, I want you to look in the mirror. Look real hard. It's you. We've all done something to make America shitty. All of us. Me, you, the dog, the cat. Yeah, everyone. Okay, maybe not the dog and the cat. They don't know any better. But guess what? You fucking do. So, let's talk about this for a moment. Look at all the kids around here. How many of them look like slobs? The ones that don't look like slobs, they look like prostitutes. Oh, that's offensive to women. Maybe I was talking about the dudes too. Does that ever occur to you? Oh, you're offended now because I said prostitute. Automatically assume that I'm talking about all the women in America. No, you're too judgmental in your own fucking right. So don't call me judgmental. I hate it when people do that, and it's not right all on its own. It's more twisted and barbaric. Ugh. I can't even think of a good analogy right now. I'm so pissed off thinking about this. Think about this for a moment. We have decayed as a society. Why? Because people lost respect for themselves. The families broke up. Why did the families break up? Because women done... There's this thing called the women's lib. David Rockefeller funded that to break up the families and to have more people dependent upon the state. And it goes into a bunch of other things. Here's the thing. Women who took part of that, they never thought about that. I understand that women wanted to work and have equal rights as men, and I, for the most part, was for that. But did you ever think that maybe you need a parent in the house to make sure that you behave and have values? No. Most kids are raising themselves. And because the parents are off at work, who do they have to look up to? The rockers. The celebrities. The rappers. The other musicians. Why the fuck does anyone need to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians? How the hell did The Real World and Jersey Shore get as popular as it did? Let me tell you how. Because no fucking parent was around to tell their kids, why the hell are you watching this shit? It will not promote you any good values at all. How's about you read this shit? How's about you watch this shit and understand the messages that this is trying to convey? No, it doesn't happen anymore. Why? Because if a lot of our parents are the victims of that shit too. They are. We're working on the third generation here. When the show 16 and Pregnant came on, people in my town, it used to be like one out of every grade. One person out of every grade, and it would usually just be the seniors, would be pregnant. Guess what? Now it's like 10 out of 100 people in each grade are pregnant. Why? Because becoming pregnant became the fad, because they looked at 16 and Pregnant as the thing to do. And then years later, 1 or 2 years, I want my life back. I want to be able to go hang out with my friends. Baby daddy left me for some other girl, and they're having a family now. Really, what'd you expect? You tried to reel the guy in by making sure that he had a busted condom because you thought 16 and pregnant was the way to live. Shit. Used to be 16 and pregnant, oh my god, my parents are gonna kill me. Now it's, oh shit, I might get to be on TV and live some little fantasy la la land shit. That's the problem with youths today. They have no self-respect. Look at them. They either look like slobs or prostitutes. Noah Cyrus, Miley Cyrus's younger sister, she's like 10 years old. She has her own lingerie line. Why the fuck does a 10-year-old have her own lingerie line? A 10-year-old should not even know what a thong is. Mommy, why is this area so thin? It's to make my butt feel good. Can I try some, Mommy? Does that sound fucked up to you? Does it? Certainly does to me. Look at these other shows. Toddlers and Tiaras. I look at that shit and I know exactly what it is. It's mothers wanting to continue the same shit that they did in high school. Oh, I can't run around and try to be pretty anymore. I'm gonna make my daughter do it for me. And they're gonna get this entitlement bullshit where they feel like, oh, I'm God's little gift to the world. I win no matter what. And these kids these days, they're hearing one of two things. Is either you're special, you're entitled to everything in the world, which creates an ego boost, which makes them fucked up in the head, or they wake up watching daddy punching mommy because mommy slept with the neighbor, Then daddy gets drunk and he goes fucks mommy's sister. Society's really dividing into two different spots. You rarely ever see anyone who's civilized. You don't see hardly any gentlemen around. People look like slobs. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, if you looked at my room, holy shit. I live like a slob myself. But I don't go around parading, acting like I'm God's little gift to the world. I tell the truth because it is the truth. America sucks, and it's because the people suck. And until the people stop sucking and acting like they're entitled to everything, it's going to continue to suck, and it's going to suck even more. The hoods have gotten bigger. These little dilapidated areas of town where you don't even want to set foot in, otherwise you might get shot. They're growing. They're growing, and the reason why they're growing is because people don't know how to take charge. I remember having a conversation with an older gentleman. Your generation's gonna be the next one leading America. No, it's fucking not. We're not leading anything besides Jack and shit. And Jack just fucking left town. And let me tell you this right now. I'm done with it. I don't want to hear any more of this. If you honestly think that I'm just some guy pissed off ranting because I lost my job or something of that nature, no. I'm saying this because while I lost my job, I started walking around town and examining things. Because that's what I would do whenever I didn't have a job beforehand. Or on my days off, I would examine things. But because I spent so much time examining things while looking for a job, America's fallen. We have too many pissants listening to these two freaks asking for more war that we can't pay for. Oh, $3 million for a mile of road over in Afghanistan that they have no use for? They ride on fucking camels still. They're not going to stop riding on the goddamn camels until they want to. It'll happen eventually, but not with our fucking help. They want to stay traditional, and they're not going to change their way of life because America decided they wanted them to. We've been starting wars all over the place, and what I hear? Oh, yay! Let's go join the war. It's the patriotic thing to do. Really? If you're an American and you know anything about history, the Founding Fathers didn't want us to go to war unless we absolutely had to. No pissing in anyone else's fights. No joining in. No foreign entanglements. But no, we don't know that shit anymore. Why? Because we're too fucking stupid. Because history sounds boring nowadays. Even though we repeat it. I asked a group of high schoolers today. It's a Friday. I was walking by the high school because I was seriously thinking about applying for a job as janitor. That's how desperate I am for a job right now. And what I hear, I asked them this. So what do you think about 9/11 and the events that happened afterwards? Well, we got the terrorists. No, I'm talking about things, rules like the National Defense Authorization Act and all that. He's like, nah, I'm not interested. I don't really care about all that. So you don't care about your right to freedom of speech being taken away? So you don't care that the very things that you learn about, these rights that you have, are gone now? Nah, politics aren't my thing. I just want to, I only have one life here, and I'm just going to YOLO it up. YOLO, you only live once, and so you're going to act like a little fucking dumbass until you die? Fuck! I'm even more amazed that little shitbag said YOLO. Christ. It's annoying, and it needs to stop. But you know what? It's not going to stop until we make it stop. I don't want to go up to McDonald's to see grown-ass men that I knew 2 or 3 years ago were working good, high-paying jobs, grovel at a fucking manager only a year or two older than me. I'm 23. Well, actually, I'm 22. I'm about to turn 23. I'm done ranting. If you like what I had to say, like and comment. I want you to comment. If you dislike what I said, dislike. I'd still like you to comment and tell me why you dislike it. I want people to be engaged in this. Now, that being said, I'm working on a documentary this summer. If you're interested at all, subscribe to my channel, and you'll see more on that later. Have a good one.